think it's worth spending some time thinking about what you'd like to do in life and thinking about ways that you could maybe get closer to things being the way you'd want them to be in life. Because otherwise we can go through years and years and years and decades of our life going in a direction that we didn't even want to go in. And it's really worth taking the time really as soon as possible to really have a really good think about what you'd like in your life and how you'd like things to be. And we can do things to try and get closer to that, you know. If it's good health you want, even just small steps towards that, like literally taking a few small steps on a walk, or starting to eat healthier food even slightly more regularly, it helps. And if we keep on doing things, or you know, if we want to earn more money, then even getting a basic job even somewhere, if it's bringing in money, that'll help. And try and think of things we'd like to build skills up in and all that. And we can do all these things over time, and the sooner we start and the more often we do things towards getting closer to how we want things to be, then the more chance we have of making things how we'd like them to be. So it's really worth trying, and really, really worth having a think about where you want to be and how you want your life to be. And it helps to imagine to yourself how you'd love life to be, like really love it to be, and then that can give us something to aim for. And when we do small steps to get closer to that, we can feel good that we're trying, you know. And when things go wrong, just keep on trying more and more, and the more often we try to do things to get closer to how we want things to be, the more chance we have of countering any things that go wrong. And if things are going badly, if we do lots of good things to try and get closer to how we want things to be, the more chance we have of stopping the bad stuff affecting us so much and building up good things in our life. Just by doing more and more and more good things that help us. And it can get depressing sometimes when things don't work out how we hoped they would, especially if that keeps on happening. But really, if we do keep on trying to do things to get closer to how we want things to be, then we have more chance of our lives being better than they would have. And really, our lives could have been a lot worse if we hadn't tried, you know. So it might feel depressing that something's gone wrong, like when my computer stopped working the other day when I was trying to record my music, my songs, but it was so depressing that my computer stopped working, because that happens a lot with technical hitches when I try to do things. But then I tried to find a way to fix the problem, and like my dad said to me, that me and him had a lot of tough times in life, but he always said to me, if there's problems, don't look at the problem, look at the solution, try and think of the solution, like look at what the problem is, but then try and find a solution to it and do that, and I think that's so true, because otherwise, I've spent years in the past just looking at problems and being depressed about them and thinking about how bad life was and how bad things had been and how bad people had treated me. But really, things only started to feel better in life when I started to think, actually, what am I going to do about it? What am I going to do to make things feel better? And then when I started to think about what I would like life to be like, and I started to do things to get closer to that, that's when things started to feel better, a lot better. And it still gets me down when I think about how bad some people were to me, how badly they treated me, and the bad luck I had and things like that. But really, I'm blessed to still be alive and to be able to see this view out of the window here. And it's not my house I'm at the moment. Someone's letting me stay here just now, and but I'm really lucky in a lot of ways compared to how things could have been if I'd just kept on giving up and I'd kept on not trying. And I spent years just in an apartment in a big city that I didn't even enjoy being in, and I spent years there just feeling depressed and feeling like life was terrible because of the bad stuff that had happened to me. But things only started to get better when I started to think, what do I really want life to be like, and then what am I going to do to try and make that happen? And then once I started to try and make the good things happen and just get closer to that, and when I realised I don't have to make it all happen at once, like I can just even try and get closer to how I would like things to be. Once I realised that, and I just started to try and get closer to things, how I wanted things to be, that's when things got a lot better. And you don't have to do lots in a day. Like, even if you just get one small step towards things being closer to how you'd like them to be, that helps a lot. And then over time, if we keep on doing that, we keep on doing little small steps towards things being closer to how we want them to be. Little things we do, little things we achieve, little things we think, oh, I would like to do that, or I need to do this to make this happen. The more of those things we do, the more often good things do work out, and also we can start to build up a momentum where we go from not feeling like doing anything and being depressed about trying to do anything to feeling like, hey, I'm going to try and do more because some things actually worked out good, and sure, there's some days where it feels like nothing ever works out good, but especially on those days, it's really worth just trying to do something after we've been kind to ourselves and comforted ourselves and recovered from the bad event or the shock. It really helps a lot to just get back on the horse sort of thing and just try again or try something different, and so that helps a lot as well. Sometimes if things are going badly when you're trying to do something, sometimes it helps to step away from that for a minute and do something just completely different that you enjoy. Like when my computer stopped working, I just went out onto the headland here and just watched the sea and the birds for a while, and which I love to do, and seeing them flying by and past me and they come really close to me sometimes, the seagulls and all that, which I love. And it really helps a lot to do nice things you want to do. That was amazing timing, that bird flying up there when I said I love seeing the seagulls. Thank you. And thank you, universe. And thank you, bird. But I'd love to be able to speak to the animals. That would be so cool. Yeah. I was vegan for a couple of years, and before that I was vegetarian for a lot of years because I feel for the animals, but I ended up being quite ill from lack of energy and stuff and lack of nutrition and all, even though I was trying to have a balanced diet. But I do care a lot about the animals, but that's something for another video. But yeah, I was really just meaning this to be a short video saying, it's worth keeping on trying to do the things we meant to do, and really have a think about, where do I want my life to be, what would I like my life to be like, and really try and imagine what you'd like your life to be like, and then try and think of steps you could do to build up to getting that life. And if there's skills you need to build up, or if there's things you need to learn, or there's things you need to do, and then just try and do as many of those things as possible and build them up over time. And don't try and do it all at once, but just think, okay, logically speaking, if I need to learn if I want to build a house, I need to learn how to build a house. So maybe go and even work for free for a local builders, if you need to, just to get your foot in the door and get the chance to learn some skills. And over time you'll learn the skills you need, or if you want to learn how to do music or play an instrument, just get one and start to try and learn and start to do the things that will get you closer to where you want to be. And then over time you might get there. You really could get there, and then you'll feel great that you tried, and if things don't work out, you'll still feel a lot better that you tried, So please have a think about, if you're having a tough time in life and things aren't how you want them to be, Have a think about how you'd really like life to be, how you would really like life to be, and then try and get to that, you know, and try and think, what could I do to get there? And then try and do those steps to get there. And you might get there, and that'd be great, and I really hope you do get to where you want to be. I better go for now, but keep on trying, and even if you get a little bit closer to where you want to be, that's closer to where you want to be. So I really hope things work out good for you. And keep on trying, that's the key, that really is the key to get you to where you want to be, is keep on trying. Keep on doing things to get closer to where you want to be. And it might work. And hopefully it will work. But that's the key. It really is the key. Keep on trying, and just try and do even small things to get closer to where you want to be. That really is the key. Keep on trying.